In 1985, a Kirby vacuum cost $800, roughly $2,200 adjusted. It weighed 23 pounds, used an all-metal fan, a replaceable belt, and a copper motor designed to run 30 years. Some are still running today, passed down like furniture. Now walk into any store. You will see 40 vacuums priced between $79 and $399. Lighter, sleeker, covered in marketing, cyclonic action, HEPA, digital motor, smart suction. Repair technicians who crack these open say the same thing about almost all of them. Plastic fan, disposable motor, 2-year lifespan, not worth repairing. Your grandparents' Kirby lasted 30 years. The average vacuum sold today lasts 3 to 5 years. Today we are exposing what they changed, naming the brands to avoid, and giving you the one rule that separates a decade from a landfill. Through the 1990s, vacuum motors used heavy-gauge copper windings, metal fan assemblies, and replaceable carbon brushes. They were rated for 1,000 to 2,000 hours, which is 10 to 30 years of weekly use. Kirby, Electrolux, Rainbow, and Royal all built on that architecture. Starting in the late 1990s, manufacturers replaced copper windings with copper-clad aluminum, which has 61% of copper's conductivity. That meant more heat and faster degradation. Metal fans became injection-molded plastic. Motor housings went from cast aluminum to plastic. Most corded vacuums under $300 now use universal motors running 20,000 to 35,000 revolutions per minute with carbon brushes that wear continuously. In modern consumer models, the brushes are sealed inside and are not replaceable. When they wear out, the motor is dead. A motor that used to cost $15 to maintain is now a motor you throw away. Dyson's brushless digital motors eliminate brush wear, a genuine advantage, but the motor is permanently integrated with the electronics. Failure means replacing the entire motor and control assembly, $150 to $300. Better engineering locked inside a worse repairability framework. A 1990 Kirby motor was rated for 2,000 hours and an $80 rebuild. A 2024 Shark runs 500 to 800 hours and cannot be rebuilt. 4 Sharks over 20 years cost $800 to $1,200. One Kirby cost $800 plus an $80 rebuild. The disposable vacuum is the expensive vacuum. 2,000 watts tells you electricity consumed, not suction delivered. 12 amps is an electrical safety spec printed on the box because the number sounds powerful. A poorly designed air path weighs 60% as heat and turbulence. 2 vacuums drawing identical wattage produce dramatically different performance based on air path design and seal integrity. The metric that predicts cleaning is CFM, cubic feet per minute, combined with water lift, both measured at the cleaning head. No consumer brand publishes these numbers because they would show a $399 Dyson and a $129 Shark deliver similar airflow at the floor. In 2014, the EU capped vacuum motors at 900 watts, forcing manufacturers to optimize air path efficiency instead of brute wattage. European brands, Miele, Sebo, Bosch, achieve superior cleaning at lower power. The American market has no equivalent regulation and continues selling inefficient, high-wattage motors with short lifespans. And every watt the motor wastes, as heat is a watt that shortens its life. The inefficient motor does not just clean worse, it dies faster. Every vacuum claims HEPA, 99.97% of particles at 0.3 microns. The filter may meet the spec in isolation, but the vacuum is not sealed. For HEPA to function, the entire air path must be airtight, every gasket, joint, and seam, so all air passes through the filter. In most vacuums under $300, the housing is friction-fit plastic. Air carrying fine dust leaks through gaps around the filter mount, through bin seals, and through housing joints, bypassing the filter entirely. For allergy sufferers, asthma patients, or immunocompromised households, An unsealed vacuum with a HEPA filter is worse than no vacuum. It agitates settled dust and redistributes the finest, most harmful particles into breathing air. You bought HEPA filtration and received a dust redistributor. Miele's Air Clean System gasket seals the entire air path and publishes exhaust particle counts. Sebo uses hospital-grade S-class filtration with sealed housing. These systems test the exhaust, not just the filter. Most consumer brands do not publish exhaust data because the numbers expose the leaks. Bagged vacuums, considered outdated, are resurging professionally because the bag itself is the primary filter. A multi-layer bag captures the majority of particles before air reaches secondary filtration. Bagless cyclonic separation was a marketing achievement, not an engineering one. Shark is the best-selling vacuum brand in America, not because of engineering, but because of marketing volume and price positioning. It uses universal motors, non-replaceable brushes, plastic fans, and an unsealed housing. These are adequate for 1 to 3 years before motor degradation and suction loss. The most common failure is the brush roll motor burning out, because the belt system transfers debris heat directly into the housing. The motor is not serviceable, so the machine is done. Repair parts cost 50 to 70% of the cost of a new unit. The business model is replacement, not repair. Bissell costs $79 to $249. Same build quality as Shark. One exception is their carpet extraction machines, which are purpose-built and reasonably durable. The standard vacuum line is budget-engineered for a short life. Amazon pipeline brands include Tenneco, Dreamy, Inci, Musu, and Persenic. These white-label brands have identical internals. They use low-hour motors, make unverified filtration claims, and provide no service after purchase. A $99 cordless stick with 10,000 reviews often delivers 100 to 200 hours before battery and motor failure. Reviews reflect first-month satisfaction, not long-term performance. Dyson. Brushless motors are genuinely superior. Cyclonic separation was a real innovation in the 1993 DC-01, but the V-Series cordless line has shifted to a battery-dependent, non-repairable design. Battery life is 2 to 4 years. Battery replacement costs $80 to $130. Motor assembly costs $150 to $300. Better engineering inside the same disposable ecosystem. A premium consumable. Number 3. Commercial machines. ProTeam, Sanitaire, and Oreck commercial uprights. Built for hotel housekeeping. 4 to 8 hours daily, 5 to 7 days per week. Heavy-duty motors, rated 1,500 plus hours. Metal brush rollers. Replaceable everything. $150 to $400. A $250 Sanitaire is a 10-year vacuum priced like a 2-year Shark. Number 2. Sebo. German. The default vacuum in European hotel chains. The Felix and X series use industrial motors, hospital-grade S-class filtration, and a modular design where every component is user-replaceable. Sebo publishes motor hour ratings and parts diagrams. Prices range from $499 to $899. It is the Makita Industrial of vacuums, built for longevity and user-serviceable design with widely available parts. Number 1. Miele. The Vortex motor is rated 1,500 to 2,000 hours, which equates to 15 to 20 years of normal home use. Copper windings, a metal fan, and an air clean sealed system with published exhaust particle counts. Parts are available 10 plus years after discontinuation. Bags cost $15 per 4-pack, they last 1 to 2 months, and they extend motor life by acting as the primary filter. Prices range from $499 to $1,499. Over 20 years, that works out to $25 to $75 per year, cheaper than 4 Sharks. Here's the rule. Check the motor. Check the seal. If the motor is disposable, the filtration is unsealed, and the parts are discontinued in 3 years, you are not buying a vacuum. You are buying a 2-year dust blower. Your grandmother's Kirby weighed 23 pounds, and it lasted 30 years. The cordless stick in your Amazon cart weighs 5 pounds, and it will be in a landfill by next Christmas. The motor is plastic. The seals are friction fit. The HEPA is filtering nothing because the air leaks around it. Every time you vacuum, you are putting the finest dust particles back into the air your family breathes. Next time on Quality Rot, kitchen knives. The $200 Amazon set that cannot hold an edge, the steel they are actually using, and the one rule Japanese bladesmiths have followed for 400 years. Subscribe so you do not miss it.